In this video, I will answer a very frequently asked question. What is insulin resistance? In simple language, it is the defense mechanism of the body, which occurs due to increase in the level of sugar in the blood due to carbohydrates presence in the food or intoxicants in the body. After going in, it gets converted into glucose. This acid is present in the flour and in the small intestine. Then this glucose gets absorbed in the blood vessels present here and enters the blood. Upon detecting glucose in the blood, the pancreas, or the small intestine, releases the insulin hormone. Then this sugar is taken out from the blood and taken to the cells, where energy is made from this glucose, and the body then uses this energy. Now, the work of insulin here is to prevent the level of sugar in the blood from increasing too much, meaning it is approximately 100 milligrams per deciliter, which should not be more than this. This is the fasting glucose level, which is approximately less than 1 teaspoon if we talk about the total volume of blood, which means an average person needs only this much sugar for his activity level, according to the amount of his day's work. Now, if someone is eating more sugar or more food than required, then more sugar is produced. And then when this extra sugar is taken to the insulin cells, the body cells reject it and refuse to take it. They start resisting sugar, and this condition is called insulin resistance. An average person in Pakistan consumes 14 teaspoons of sugar daily. This is an average number, and this amounts to approximately 24 kilograms of sugar annually. Now you will probably be able to understand this easily. Whereas our body needs, there is no need for so much sugar. Now the question arises that why is it so, and why does the body put in so much effort to keep the blood sugar level below 100? And this is the most important point. This happens because if you take sugar for a long time, if this continues and the blood sugar level remains high all the time, then the body organs start getting damaged. This includes neuropathies. Damage to the nerves is called neuropathies. The nerves of the hands and feet, which are common in diabetics, have a lot of weakness. This is called optic nerve in Urdu. Being damaged eyes can get damaged, vision can be lost, heart disease, stroke, diabetes. If we understand this further, there are three main things in our food: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Carbohydrates are simply glucose or sugar. And this is a myth, a wrong and common thing, that the body's favorite fuel source is sugar. The question is raised that if someone is not eating sugar or carbohydrates, then how will the body function? Then it is argued that since the body chooses carbohydrates between protein and carbohydrates, it uses it first. If it is given a choice, it first uses carbohydrates and then goes towards protein and uses it, and it is a better fuel source than protein. So actually, this is a myth. The truth is that the body first uses sugar and then uses carbohydrates. This happens because sugar is very damaging, and it is not good for the body for it to remain in the blood for a long time. As soon as sugar enters the blood, it puts the body in an emergency situation, and then it has to be disposed of first. This is the real reason, but it does not mean that the body gets sugar if you like it. It means it is dangerous, so get rid of it as soon as possible. Then it is sent to the cells and stored in the muscles in the form of glycogen and converted into fat, which means it is stored in some other form. It is converted into fat and kept in reserve for emergency use. Most of it is fat. Then the energy that we get from sugar is a quick source and is short-term, whereas the stored fat is more in number. A normal human has about 40,000 fats. Stored fat is close to calories, so the body prefers fat for a long-term and sustained source of energy. The body's performance improves and its functions do not stop if you make it habituated to using fat because sugar is still there. If not after a while, then within about half an hour to 1 hour, the body has to dispose of it. After a while, we feel hungry again. And then we have to eat something for energy, and then we start eating sugar in the form of breads. Pasta, cereals, biscuits, pizza, non-samosa pakora, things made from flour, cold drinks, and without knowing many people have become pre-diabetic, are standing on the threshold of getting diabetes. They will get diabetes if not today, then tomorrow, and I am not saying this. According to the stats, Pakistan is currently on the verge of getting diabetes. We are at number 1 in the world where the incidence of diabetes is increasing rapidly every year, which means we have reached number 1 in the ranking. There are so many people who have diabetes, so many people who have insulin resistance. On the other hand, when you start burning fat, you are giving your body another type of premium fuel source called ketosis. Ketos is a byproduct of fat burning, and up to 85% of the body functions very efficiently in ketosis. But you can run on just 15, but the body organs need glucose, which includes the brain, the lens of the eye, the red blood cells, and in men, the sperm cells. But there is another catch here. The body can make this 15 but glucose, also from the fat which is present in the body. Is it stored in the body, or the fat that we consume in our diet? We are taking it from fat, and when needed, the body also gets glucose from the protein we eat. So for this, there is no need of added sugar, no need of extra sugar. The process of making glucose from fat is called gluconeogenesis, and this happens in the liver. And the waste that is produced during this process is less than that produced by sugar. Less oxygen is required. It is less stressful for the body. So the recap of this video is that insulin is actually a detoxifying hormone and sugar is toxic. Insulin resistance body's defense mechanism against extra sugar. Due to eating more carbohydrates, the insulin hormone in the body stops working, due to which the sugar in the blood remains high and an accident can happen. I hope that this information will prove to be useful for you. You can also use it to control your sugar levels. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for the success stories that people write in the comments. I am surprised myself, and definitely it inspires other people too, because it gives them hope and makes them believe that they too can do a lot on their own. I will meet you in the next video. Take care. Bye.